stress primarily comes from not taking action over something that you can have some control over.
Most people believe extraordinary people are born different. Smarter, more talented, more confident. But history tells a very different story. Michael Jordan was cut from his high school varsity basketball team. Walt Disney was told he lacked imagination. Oprah Winfrey was considered unfit for television. Steve Jobs was fired from the company he co-founded. Colonel Sanders heard no more than 1,000 times before building KFC. At first, none of them looked extraordinary. So what changed? It wasn't luck. It wasn't talent. It wasn't one life-changing opportunity. It was the small decisions they made every single day. As the quote commonly attributed to Aristotle reminds us, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. The world celebrates extraordinary success, but it rarely sees the ordinary habits that made it possible. And that's exactly what we're going to uncover today. Because extraordinary people aren't born different, they're built by the choices they make when nobody is watching. Why do some people get opportunity after opportunity, while others just as talented remain unnoticed? The answer is surprisingly simple. Most people spend their lives asking, what can I get? Extraordinary people ask a different question, what can I give? Long before Benjamin Franklin became one of America's most respected founding fathers, he earned people's trust by solving problems. He shared useful ideas, helped establish public libraries, organized volunteer fire departments, and created value long before he became famous. The same principle still applies today. Before Mr. Beast became the biggest creator on YouTube, almost nobody knew his name. While others chased views, he spent years studying the platform and improving every video. He wasn't chasing fame, he was chasing excellence. And eventually, fame caught up. Author Cal Newport summed it up perfectly. In so good they can't ignore you, become so good they can't ignore you. That's how lasting success is built. Not by demanding attention, not by waiting for the perfect opportunity, but by becoming someone whose value is impossible to overlook. Because success rarely comes before value. Value comes first. Success follows. If there's one habit that separates extraordinary people from ordinary ones, it's this. They never stop being students. The moment most people leave school, they stop learning. Extraordinary people never do. Charlie Munger spent a lifetime studying psychology, economics, mathematics, and history, not because he had to, but because he believed every new idea made the next one more valuable. He called it a lattice work of mental models, where different ideas connect to produce better decisions. Think about that for a moment. One of the richest investors in history, Warren Buffett, could spend his days doing almost anything. Instead, he spends much of his time reading and thinking. Bill Gates follows a similar habit, reading around 50 books a year, not to collect information, but to challenge the way he thinks. Why? Because knowledge compounds. Just like money earns interest, every lesson makes the next one easier to understand. Over time, small ideas connect, better decisions become easier, and ordinary thinking becomes extraordinary. James Clear makes the same point in Atomic Habits. Small improvements, repeated consistently, create remarkable results. Learning works the same way. One page, one conversation, one new skill. Alone, they seem insignificant. Together, they can transform your future. As Mahatma Gandhi wisely said, live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Because the greatest investment you'll ever make isn't in the stock market. It's in your own mind. Picture yourself as a 5-year-old sitting alone in a room. A marshmallow rests on the table. You have 2 choices. Eat it now, or wait just 15 minutes and get 2 instead. This famous study, known as the Stanford Marshmallow Experiment, revealed a simple but powerful lesson. While later research showed that family background and environment also play an important role, one idea remained clear: the ability to resist today's temptation can create tomorrow's opportunity. That's exactly what extraordinary people do. Athletes wake up before sunrise while everyone else is still asleep. Doctors spend years studying before they ever wear the white coat. Entrepreneurs work countless hours long before anyone believes in their vision. Military special forces endure relentless training because they know today's discomfort builds tomorrow's strength. Different lives, the same decision. They give up what they want now for what they want most. As the saying commonly attributed to Abraham Lincoln reminds us, discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most. Discipline isn't about making life harder. It's about making your future better. Because every difficult choice you make today is quietly creating a future that easier choices never could. Long before people hear your voice, they hear your reputation. You can't see it. You can't hold it. But it quietly shapes every opportunity that comes your way. Warren Buffett understood this better than almost anyone. That's why he famously said it takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it. People don't trust words. They trust consistency. Think about companies like Toyota, Costco, or Patagonia. Their reputations weren't built overnight or through clever advertising alone. They were earned over years by doing the right thing, one decision at a time. Your reputation works exactly the same way. Every promise you keep builds trust. Every shortcut slowly destroys it. Extraordinary people know that reputation isn't built in one defining moment. It's built in hundreds of ordinary moments when nobody is watching. Because in the end, your reputation isn't just what people think about you, it's the reason they believe in you before you've even spoken. When emotions take over, good decisions usually disappear. That's why during almost every crisis, most people make the same mistake. During the 2008 financial crisis and again in the COVID-19 market crash, fear drove millions of investors to sell at the worst possible moment. But while panic spread, disciplined investors stayed calm. Many saw opportunity where everyone else saw disaster. And when the markets recovered, patience was rewarded. The same principle applies far beyond investing. Admiral James Stockdale spent more than 7 years as a prisoner of war in Vietnam under unimaginable conditions. He survived not by pretending everything was fine, but by facing reality without surrendering hope. His mindset later inspired author Jim Collins to describe what became known as the Stockdale paradox. You must never confuse faith that you will prevail in the end, which you can never afford to lose, with the discipline to confront the most brutal facts of your current reality. Extraordinary people understand that panic clouds judgment. Calm creates perspective. Perspective leads to better decisions. And better decisions repeated over time create extraordinary lives. Because when everyone else is ruled by fear, the greatest advantage isn't strength or talent. It's the ability to stay clear-headed. Every January, millions of people make the same promise: this is the year I'll finally change. They buy books, join the gym, and set ambitious goals. For a few days, motivation feels unstoppable. Then life happens. The excitement fades, the alarm feels heavier, and old habits quietly return. The problem isn't that people are lazy. It's that motivation was never meant to carry them all the way. Extraordinary people understand a simple truth: motivation gets you started. Systems keep you going. Author James Clear captures this idea perfectly in Atomic Habits. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. Every workout is a vote. Every page you read is a vote. Every promise you keep is a vote. One vote seems insignificant, but thousands of them create a new identity. The British cycling team proved this. When coach Sir Dave Brailsford took charge, he focused on improving hundreds of small things by just 1%. Training, nutrition, recovery, and even the smallest details others ignored. Those tiny gains compounded, turning Britain into one of the world's most successful cycling teams. That's how extraordinary lives are built. Nobody applauds the first workout. Nobody notices the first page you read. But one day, people look at your success and call it talent. They never see the thousands of invisible habits that quietly built it. Because greatness isn't built in giant leaps. It's built in small decisions repeated long after motivation has disappeared. Talent gets the attention. But persistence changes history. Thomas Edison spent years testing thousands of materials before creating the practical light bulb. Where others saw failure, he saw another step closer to success. J.K. Rowling heard no from publisher after publisher before Harry Potter finally found a home. Today, it has inspired millions of readers around the world. Sylvester Stallone believed in Rocky so deeply that he refused to sell his screenplay unless he could play the lead role himself. After countless rejections, one yes changed his life, and cinema forever. Their stories reveal a simple truth. Most dreams don't fail because they're impossible. They fail because people stop. Psychologist Angela Duckworth, whose research on grit transformed our understanding of success, put it perfectly: enthusiasm is common. Endurance is rare. Extraordinary people aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who refuse to let failure write the final chapter. Because talent may open the first door. But persistence is what gives you the courage to keep knocking until another one opens. Two people can start at exactly the same place, the same age, the same education, the same opportunities. 5 years later, their lives can look completely different. One has grown stronger, wiser, and more successful. The other is still waiting for the perfect moment to begin. The difference wasn't intelligence. It wasn't luck. It wasn't talent. It was the habits they chose to repeat every single day. That's the hidden truth behind every extraordinary life. The people we admire wake up tired too. They doubt themselves. They make mistakes. They face rejection. They fail more times than most people ever see. But they never allow temporary emotions to make permanent decisions. When motivation fades, they rely on discipline. When life gets difficult, they choose persistence. When others look for shortcuts, they keep moving forward, day after day, year after year, until one day the world calls them extraordinary. But they know the truth. Extraordinary was never a moment. It was a habit. So as this video comes to an end, ask yourself one simple question. What kind of person are your daily habits creating? Because 1 year from now, you'll become exactly what your habits have been quietly preparing you to become. The question isn't whether your habits are shaping your future. They already are. The only question is, what future are they building?